Welcome back. I'm Simon Sobga, your host. We are still looking at magnetism. Previously, we were looking at the uses of magnets. Right now, we're going to look at demagnetization. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Study101 Uganda. Let's go straight to demagnetization. Demagnetization. We looked at magnetization, and this is demagnetization. That simply means that the words are opposites. So, D is a prefix. Once added to a certain meaningful word, D simply means you're either removing or reducing or stopping, probably killing. You still remember those terms like debeaking, detoothing, deworming, and the rest. So, demagnetization is the process of weakening a magnet. It is the process of weakening a magnet, or it is the process of making a magnet lose its magnetism. And the following are the ways of weakening a magnet. We are not going to weaken the magnets that I have because magnets are really scarce. So we're just going to run through these. Number one, by dropping the magnet repeatedly on the ground. Dropping the magnet once may not weaken it, but dropping it repeatedly, when you pick it, then drop it, and you do it a number of times, that magnet will weaken. That is one of demagnetizing it. Then two, repeated hammering or hitting, H-I-T-T-I-N-G. Repeated hitting or repeated hammering. Hitting it once might not demagnetize it, but repeatedly hitting it a number of times will weaken that magnet. And then heating, now we are using heat. Heating the magnet to redness. When you expose that magnet to strong heat, it will definitely lose its magnetism. Boiling the magnet. When you boil the magnet, this is similar to that because in boiling we also have heat. So this point and this are more or less the same. But boiling the magnet in water, in hot water, will weaken the magnet. Then leaving the magnet out to rust will weaken the magnet. So we should make sure that our magnets are always kept indoors. Then storing magnets with like poles together for long. When you store the magnets with like poles together, for example, you get the magnet and you put the north poles together and the south poles together and tie them tightly because they will be repelling. Then you tie them tightly and then you keep them together for long. They will definitely weaken. Then keeping magnets in the east-west direction for long. We said magnets should rest in the north-south direction. And we should make sure that we know the poles of our magnets, especially our experimental magnets. We need to keep them with that in mind. The north pole should rest in the north and the south in the south. So keeping the magnets in the east-west direction for long will weaken them. Then let's get to storing magnets. In case we want to preserve our magnets with their magnetism, we need to know how to store these magnets. Point number one is magnets should be kept together with unlike poles in contact. In case you have two magnets, let's say two bar magnets, when you're storing them, you should keep them with unlike poles together. That means put the north to the south and the south to the north. And then you have to attach iron keepers for those magnets that easily lose their magnetism, like the magnets that are made out of aluminium with nickel. Nickel easily weakens. So for you to preserve its magnetism, you have to store it with unlike poles together using iron keepers, because the iron keepers help to preserve the magnetism. And then magnets should be kept in the north-south direction. We have been looking at demagnetization. We've been looking at demagnetization. It is the process of making a magnet lose its magnetism, or the process of weakening a magnet. And we have looked at a number of ways. Repeatedly dropping the magnet on the ground, repeated hammering or repeated heating of the magnet, heating the magnet to redness, storing magnets in the east-west direction for long, and storing magnets with like poles together will weaken the magnets. Thank you for watching this segment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos. You can also tap on notifications so that you can easily know when we have uploaded a new video.